Yo, 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 welcome, welcome. My name is Jacob Van Helden,
I'm Rance Gardner.
and this is Agent Marketing Mania coming to you live every single Tuesday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, Secure Agent Mentor and SecureAgentMentor.com. As you can tell, I am not Cody. Cody is in the middle of moving to his brand new home. He and his wife have spent tons of time and effort and are extremely happy to be moving into their new home. And so Cody has asked me to take over. You've got the man here, the marketing whiz, the guy who makes everything happen. This backdrop, all the emails, all the marketing, all the social media. This dude is the man.
It's the guy.
Today's topic, guys, is guerrilla marketing. Until Rance told me what it was, I honestly didn't know what it was. Tell us what is guerrilla marketing for those folks out there that don't really know what it is.
Guerrilla marketing, easiest way to describe it is a way to physically put some items, some products, some posters, some signage, some different, unique things out in public, out in a business, maybe at some sort of an event.
Yeah.
In a really inexpensive way.
Yeah.
Basically the best way to describe it is it's marketing on a budget.
Yeah, absolutely.
So without, having to spend a bunch of money on digital stuff, without paying a studio to make commercials.
Right.
Maybe you're just starting out as an agent, and you don't have a lot of extra money. You're spending money on leads, or you're spending money on, your transportation to get around to your appointments, whatever it could be, and you're kind of strapped on cash. Guerrilla marketing is your best way to, start getting your name out there.
Okay.
And like we talked about, kind of the first step that a lot of people think about is, business cards.
Yeah.
So, making a business card, having that to hand out to people that you meet, to post at different restaurants.
Yeah.
I know there's other places that you've probably seen.
Oh, yeah, and so it's for the folks who you don't have a lot of cash to begin with. And there's a lot of folks who come into this business and don't have a big chunk of money to blow on marketing, not to blow on marketing, but to spend on marketing, to drop on a guy like Rance to come in and take care of all of your digital and social media, emails, email blasts, all that different stuff. That stuff comes with a cost, and you can do it, but it's going to take time. And so if you don't have the time and you don't have the money, then this guerrilla marketing is really, really the way to go. And it's, like you said, business cards, pins, posters, flyers. If you want to get like hats, T-shirts, wristbands, whatever it is, little knickknacks that you can hand out that kind of remind people of you. People use every day. We love using pens. I love using pens because every single client that we get, we'll hand them a little handful of pens, some business cards, and maybe some sticky notes. And so that way, when they're writing stuff down, oh, hey, I need a reminder. Oh, let me grab my Secure Insurance Group sticky note and my Secure Insurance Group pen, and let me write this down. And, oh, wait, I need to look at my life insurance. Oh, hey, look at this. I know who to call.
Right. Could be, refrigerator magnets. That's another thing. Maybe those might be a little more expensive than pens or something. But, if you do have a little bit of money to play around with, just not a whole lot to go full bore, and like we said, into buying some sort of email software or buying a subscription to some sort of email service or buying some sort of subscription to a automation, social media platform or whatever it is. There's a lot of different things you can spend money on. So if you can figure a way out to market to people, to give them something tangible, that's always going to be good.
Yeah.
Some other things, like you mentioned flyers. That's a really good way because, that's something that you potentially can do at your house.
Oh, yeah.
If you've got a printer and, it's got some ink in it and some paper, there's a good chance you can make a creative, cool-looking flyer. And there's tons of websites out there that give you similar tools to as like a graphic design software like Photoshop. Might not be as in depth, but it's going to give you a really cool template or something like that to be able to make a flyer for your business, for your agency, for yourself, to let you know that you're the final expense guy here in said town.
Yeah.
So that's another good way, and then you can hand those out anywhere. There's a lot of like posting boards.
Mm-hmm.
You could even, if you're doing if you're a health insurance agent, even. With the way the health insurance market is now, we're coming up on that time of year.
Right.
So even, and younger people are also looking for health insurance. It's not just, an older, crowd that's looking for those type of things. So maybe posting those flyers up at like a college.
Yeah.
There's community boards, at job centers even.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the times people are used to posting jobs, but you got to think outside the box. When you don't have money, you've got to just, you got to find a way to plaster your stuff everywhere,
Oh,
so to kind of create your own name.
Yeah, yeah, and honestly, it's being creative, because there's 1,000 people out there that'll go on Word, slap their name, their number, print it off, call it good. Yeah, that's inexpensive. Yeah, it's quick. Yeah, it's cheap. But is that going to make you stand out? And that's what you want to, because when when you have a low budget and you have to get creative and find alternatives to, the really high profile, Facebook ads and Facebook posts, and going on and getting, a click funnel to where someone starts on a website and ends on a landing page and then somehow, gets on your email subscription and you're able to send them information. That takes time, that takes money. But if you're gonna go the inexpensive route and do the guerrilla marketing, you've got to be creative. You've got to stand out, because we're in a crowded world.
Oh yeah,
we are extremely crowded, and there's a lot of folks out there who don't think creatively. They just get it done, put it out there. Maybe people will call me. If you see 5 white pieces of paper with name, number, and then you see an orange piece of paper that's got a big graphic on it and cool text and really catches your eye, which one are you going to respond to?
Exactly.
I mean, realistically,
yeah, I agree 100%. It's almost like social media, where like here in the last couple years, we've really seen images be used a lot more, especially when it's coming to companies. It used to be, on Facebook, hey, I'm whatever business, I do this is my product, whatever it could be, and you just see like, oh, it's a new product we've got, it's great, it does this, this, and this, and this week you can get it 30% off, and it's just text.
Right.
Well, now, we say it a lot on here, we talk about the sea of words.
Mm-hmm.
You go on the internet and it's just a sea of words.
Very
and
true.
To stand out of those sea of words, or those white pieces of paper with just some text and a phone number on it, you really do. You've got to have a graphic or something that pops, that really catches people's attention. And I think, a lot of people, especially in the insurance industry, the average age of an insurance agent's in the 50s,
Mm-hmm.
So it's getting up there, and they might be intimidated. That's where I could see where guerrilla marketing, maybe that's why they're not doing it.
Yeah.
Could be overwhelmed, don't know where to start.
Yeah.
Could be intimidated by these free services we're talking about, making a template of a flyer, or Vistaprint even. We're not getting paid by Vistaprint, but hey, if you want to send it our way.
Hey,
but anyways, Vistaprint's got great deals. You can get 500, 1,000 business cards the very first time for like nothing.
Yeah, it's like $10.
It's like $10.
Yeah.
So, you can do that. You can figure that out no matter your age. I mean, you've probably already got insurance cards, but it's the same thing. Just think of Vistaprint, these websites for flyers.
Yeah.
They're the same way, and they don't even cost money. If you've got a printer and you've got a little bit of creativity yourself, or just use one of the templates, like we said, change the text, put your phone number, whatever it is. A lot of those websites have a place where you can search the type of images.
Yeah.
Put in insurance, put in sales, put in, family, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to try to resonate with people. You'll find a picture that does well with that.
Yeah.
And just, you got to remember, you just got to try something different, no matter your age, no matter your experience level. Just try to do something a little bit different, and that's going to help. It's going to go a long way.
Yeah, definitely. And, another thing like I've done personally, it's Staples. If you've got a Staples that's local, again, we're not getting any kickbacks from this, but holler at me, Staples. You can go in, and they have a printing division that you can go in and say, here's what I'm trying to accomplish. They have a computer. Someone that there with computer skills will walk you through what you need to do. Okay, hey, I want to make a poster or a flyer, and I want it on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I want it to explain that I offer Medicare final expense and home and auto, and I want to appeal to this group of people. And they can walk you through, okay, well, I would use this image here, I would use this text here, and I would print it on this color at, this text and this font and all that. And they'll walk you through it.
Right.
May cost a little bit more because someone's printing it for you, but the consultation is free, like lawyers say. There's never any charge unless you win the settlement. And with them, it's the same way. It's they'll come in, they'll say, okay, here's what we think you should do to accomplish your goals, and here's how to do it, and here's how much it's going to cost you. And that's, I think, for folks that don't have the experience to lean on someone, and if you're in your 50s, 60s, talk to your kids, talk to your grandkids.
Exactly.
I can promise you, your grandkids grew up with a phone in their hands. They were born with an iPhone. They came out with an iPhone in their hands. They can help you.
Right.
I promise you. And they're free.
Exactly. And there's a strong chance, even if you have a 7-year-old grandkid, that they've already done something in school that's used one of these programs, or used PowerPoint or Word or Paint or Photoshop, whatever it is. they've made something for a class and they can help you out, and so it's help isn't far away.
It isn't. Guys, stick around. We have so much more to bring you. Agent Marketing Mania, talking about guerrilla marketing. Stick around for part 2. Welcome back, part 2, Agent Marketing Mania. We are talking about guerrilla marketing, how to get your name out there, how to get attention, how to get people calling you without having to spend a whole bunch of money on, a digital media person, social media, spending money on Facebook ads, trying to keep it inexpensive, but keep it creative. If you missed part 1, I'm telling you, after this live stream is over, go back to the beginning and watch it, because Rance was dropping some bombs, absolute atomic bombs on how to get your name out, stand out in a crowded world, and get creative. Those are the big things I think that we're trying to accomplish with this guerrilla marketing. And we're wearing green shirts today. So,
exactly.
You 2 guys in green shirts, you got to trust them.
Yep, some synergy there.
There you go. So we've talked about flyers, posters, pins, business cards, magnets, things like that. What are some other, because those are, they're creative and you can stand out, but everybody's got a business card.
Right.
Everybody does posters and flyers.
Right.
Everybody does those job board things, and yeah, you can get really creative and stand out, but what is some just absolutely outside of the box creative stuff that folks out there can do, that you've experienced, that you've come across, that you've seen, that have helped people stand out in a crowded world?
Some really cool stuff. I mean, that's the key. I mean, the key is really just, making a name for yourself. And we always talk about leads and how important leads are. And leads are fantastic, and they're absolutely vital and necessary to what, you want to accomplish as an insurance agent. The second half of that is marketing. We're talking about marketing. It's a 2-part, formula. The leads, and then also marketing to where they come to you. It's not just us always going outward.
Yeah. You
do something creative. You do something that stands out. So those calls that you don't expect, that you've never seen their name before, you don't have their name in front of it on a lead or whatever it is, they start coming to you.
Yeah.
So some of the coolest ways that I've seen companies do guerrilla marketing is hiring, and this could be your kid, this could be, it's some sort of a mascot. Take your kid, if you have a grandkid, use their last Halloween costume. Have them go out in an event, whether it's a chili cook-off, or you've got a wing contest, or
Oktoberfest.
Yeah, Oktoberfest. We've got
you have to sneak them in, but
that's you have to sneak them into that. But other things, there's always some contests or fairs or whatever, carnivals. There's stuff like that. Brand them in some sort of a T-shirt, some inexpensive T-shirt that you can get for $10 made, just even if you only have one to make. Have them come to the event and just gain attention that way. That's one way I've seen someone. I actually know someone that has done this exact same thing, and they go to events all over the region, all over the Midwest, and they always get good feedback.
Awesome.
Not only does it allow them to gain some attention at the event with those people, but if you've got a cell phone and you're able to record it and then maybe throw it on YouTube or something, or Facebook or whatever later on, you've got some created content right there that you didn't have to pay for, that's unique.
Yeah, no, and that's one of those that is kind of the shock and awe factor.
Exactly.
When you see some 7-year-old kid walking around with, Secure Agent Mentor, secureagentmentor.com, on the back, our phone number, and it says call with questions. that's going to gain some attention.
Right. Especially if they're in like a chicken's costume.
Exactly. Or those T-Rex, inflatable T-Rex
right,
things.
or a pirate, or whatever it is. People are going to be like, what is going on here? And that's what you want.
Yeah.
You want someone to, like, stare, as bad as it sounds.
Yeah.
But you want someone to, like, look over, It's the same way with, there's a sea of words, there's a sea of people.
Yeah.
And if you can stand out at one of those events, whether it's you or a kid, friend, whoever it is, wearing some sort of a costume, some sort of a getup, or even bright colors.
Yeah.
Hot pink shirt, hot pink hat, and maybe some sort of pink face paint on or something like that. That's an easy, free way to gain some attention.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going kind of even more outside the box there is a lot of people live, in cities. Some agents live in rural areas, but most of the time, the agents we talk to, they're in bigger cities.
Right.
That's why they need
higher population
exactly
areas,
higher population areas. That's why they need the leads. That's why they've got so many people to deal with. They don't know really where to start, and they want to start, getting our leads to target a certain group of people or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
What I have seen also done here in the last year or so, and I personally have a friend that does this now, and,
Nice.
and it's unbelievable the work he can do. But it's hiring an artist to do something downtown at an event, on the corner, wherever it is where people are going to see it, and have them put some piece of art on something, whether it's the sidewalk. I'm sure a lot of people have seen sidewalk art, especially the 3D sidewalk.
The chalk art where it looks like you're
exactly,
walking
the
down.
chalk art looks like you're about to fall down 100 feet. And put your logo in the middle, or put your website in the middle. That stuff really gains attention. Your phone number on the bottom.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Like I said, I've got a friend that he's done stuff for Bass Pro. He's done stuff for a lot of these other big brands, and he charges them a lot of money because that's what they're going to pay that for.
Yeah.
But you might know someone that is not as high profile, that's really, really good at art, can do chalk art, can do, maybe it's not on a side of a building or on like a city bus booth or not on the ground or whatever it is. Maybe they can make a poster. You buy one of those long pieces of paper that's, I don't know what they are, 4x10s or something like that. Maybe get that, have them put together something on that with your name, your logo, your phone number. Have them work up something and put that somewhere at an event or on the corner of a road until someone takes it down. It's not illegal. It's not like we're putting graffiti.
Nah.
And that's but it's going to gain a lot of attention.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's a really cool way, and I've seen a lot of people do that. And honestly, if you know an artist and you don't have a lot of money to spend, especially if they're your friend, there's a good chance they're going to help you out, especially if you don't ask them for a lot.
Yeah. Or I know folks who are wanting to build a portfolio, wanting something to verify that, hey, I'm going to charge you this much, and here's why, because here's what I've done. So if you can have that friend who doesn't maybe have a very good following yet and doesn't have the ability to charge a lot of money because they don't have their footprint in the industry, then hey, I'll give you $50 if you go slap my logo on some sidewalk chalk and put my name and number under it, and put a little clever little marketing ad or whatever.
Right.
Hey, if you don't want to fall, call me, or whatever it may be.
Right.
And that's a really good, inexpensive way to do it. But guys, again, the whole episode, guerrilla marketing, marketing yourself, getting your name out there, getting a name for yourself, getting that phone to ring. The ultimate goal of every insurance agent, to have incoming calls where they're picking up the phone and not having to dial anymore. That's the goal. So you have to stand out in a crowded world. This world is super crowded, overpopulated. People complain about it all the time. You got to stand out. You have got to be that bright, shining light in a world of darkness.
Yep. Stick out like a sore thumb.
Like a sore thumb. Guys, thank you for joining. We're going to jump into fan mail real quick. We have Keith from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and this is for old Rance here. Keith wants to know, I don't have a lot of money. I'm not very skilled on the computer. What can I do? What is one thing that I can do to really get my name out there? Because we've given a lot of options, but in your opinion, for Keith, what do you think would be the best starting point? Would it be business cards? Would it be posters, flyers? What's your opinion on that?
I think that, watch this episode. That'd be the first thing I'd tell him. I'd refer him to this episode because there's a lot of good ideas in here. And I don't want to really rehash any of those, but what I would tell him is, if you go outside your circle, if he's already talked to the people he knows, family, friends, family of friends, things like that, and you've already maybe gained some business through there, and you already talked to them, and you want to branch outside of that, I would really honestly say, almost getting into some networking.
Yeah.
Create a flyer. Create something, maybe not a business card, because everybody has business cards, and if you go to a networking event, you're probably going to get a bunch of business cards.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe give them something else, whether that is a flyer, whether that's a pamphlet, whether that's a pin, whatever it could be, something really inexpensive. Give them that to remember you by at a networking event. That's what I would tell you. I would say first go to a place where people within your industry or your target consumer market,
right,
wherever that's at.
Yeah.
Go to those people, hand out some stuff, shake hands, and that's going to be your best way to start. And you've got to start somewhere. If you're shy, you got to get past that. You really do, because you're going to be meeting with people and trying to set up, policies and stuff anyway. So you can't be shy. So you might as well, and if you're needing to work, if you're just starting out and you need to work on, overcoming the shyness or overcoming your hesitations to talk to people. There's no better way than to create a little gimmick of some kind, whether it's a pin, a pamphlet, a business card, whatever it is.
Yeah.
There's a million things you can think of.
Oh, yeah.
And whatever that you decide that to be, hand that out, meet some people, shake some hands, and you'll overcome that quick. And
kiss some babies.
Exactly. Kiss some babies, and you'll, basically campaign yourself.
There you go. There you go. Well, guys, again, all about guerrilla marketing, how to get yourself out there, how to make a name for yourself on a small budget. Agent Marketing Mania, every single Tuesday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm Jacob. This is Rance. Thank you for joining, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Ask us questions every single week. We love to do fan mail, and we can't get fan mail unless our fans are asking questions. So please ask the questions. We love doing this. We come to you every single week. Monday through, Monday through Thursday now?
Yeah.
4 shows?
Yeah,
No,
we're going 4
shows
days a week.
every single week. Free content, blowing you up. Thank you for joining, guys. Can't wait to see you again next week. Thanks for joining.